NASA just found something in space that should not exist. Not rare, not unusual, but something scientists are calling impossible. According to everything we understand about physics, this object should not be there at all. And yet, it is real, massive, and growing. This discovery is not just another space headline. It is forcing experts to question how the universe actually works. So what exactly did NASA find? And why is this one object creating so much confusion among scientists who have studied the cosmos for decades? To understand this, we need to go back to how the universe is supposed to behave. It all started with a faint, almost invisible signal detected deep in the infrared by the James Webb Space Telescope, humanity's most powerful and advanced eye ever pointed toward the heavens. At first, astronomers thought it was just another distant speck among the billions of galaxies scattered across the ancient universe. But when the international team of scientists looked closer and analyzed the data with careful eyes, their jaws literally dropped in the control rooms. The object was far too bright for its distance, far too massive in size and energy, and way too developed and structured for its position in cosmic history. It was like suddenly finding a fully grown, shining skyscraper, standing tall and proud in the middle of a completely empty desert right after the desert itself had just been born. Researchers around the globe were stunned into silence. This was not normal. This was something completely unexpected, deeply mysterious, and profoundly puzzling that no one had prepared for. To understand why this discovery is causing such a huge problem and shaking the foundations of astronomy, we need to talk in simple terms about how the universe is supposed to form its structures over time. Right after the Big Bang, everything in existence began as an incredibly hot and extremely dense soup of energy and particles. Very slowly, over hundreds of millions of years, those particles came together to form the first atoms. Atoms then formed the first stars, and those stars eventually gathered into the first galaxies. Over millions and then billions of years, larger and larger cosmic structures was supposed to grow in a gradual, step-by-step process, carefully following the well-understood rules of gravity, dark matter, and available energy. But this object that NASA found completely shatters and breaks that expected timeline in a dramatic way. It appears in a very early period of the universe, where there simply has not been anywhere near enough time for something that large, that powerful, and that fully formed to grow and develop naturally. It's not just bending the cosmic clock, it's smashing it and openly challenging everything we thought we knew about the birth and growth of the universe. The leading explanation is that this object is a supermassive black hole sitting in a tiny, still forming young galaxy from when the universe was just 570 million years old. Black holes form when massive stars collapse under their own enormous gravity, creating regions so dense and powerful that not even light can escape. Supermassive black holes are on a completely different scale. They usually sit at the hearts of Maturi, galaxies like our own Milky Way. Normally, these cosmic giants grow very slowly over billions of years, by swallowing surrounding gas, dust clouds, and sometimes even merging with other smaller black holes. But the one NASA observed through the James Webb Space Telescope is already enormous, way bigger than it has any right to be. And it's still feeding and growing at an absolutely insane runaway rate deep in the early universe. Scientists have tried to explain this mystery with several different theories. Some suggest that early stars were far larger than we believed, collapsing into huge black hole seeds right away. Others think multiple black holes merged rapidly in the chaotic early universe. The dense gas fed them like a non-stop feast. However, none of these explanations fully solve the problem. Each theory answers part of the question but leaves other parts unexplained. Discovery feels so important. It shows that something big is missing from our current models of how the cosmos works. This discovery was made possible by the James Webb Space Telescope, one of the most advanced machines humans have ever built. It can see deeper into space and further back in time than anything before it, letting us peer almost to the beginning of everything. What it is revealing is surprising and exciting. Instead of a slow and simple start, the early universe appears to have been chaotic, wild, and filled with massive structures, forming much earlier and faster than anyone expected. The James Webb Telescope is forcing us to rewrite the story of our cosmic origins. So what if the problem is not the object itself, but our understanding of the universe? Science relies on models that explain how reality works, but those models are only as good as the information we have. When new observations like this don't fit, it forces scientists to rethink everything. This object may be showing us that something fundamental about physics is incomplete. It could mean gravity behaved differently in the early universe, or that matter formed in ways we do not yet understand. Either way, it suggests there is still so much more to learn about how the universe truly operates. You might be wondering why any of this matters to you sitting at home. After all, this black hole is billions of light years away, but the laws of physics are the same everywhere. The same rules that govern that distant monster also shape the stars above you and the future of space exploration. When something challenges those laws, it opens the door to new breakthroughs that could change how we live and understand our place in the cosmos. This is not an isolated discovery. The James Webb Space Telescope keeps finding more objects that don't fit existing theories. We are entering a new era of space exploration, where the universe is revealing itself to be far more dynamic and surprising than we once believed. So what NASA found is a challenge to everything we thought we knew. Our current understanding is not complete, and that is what makes science so powerful. This discovery leaves us with one big question: is the universe behaving in ways we do not yet understand? The next time you look up at the night sky, remember, out there are objects that defy our expectations. This might just be the beginning of something much bigger. This changes everything we thought before. What should we explore next? What if black holes aren't what we think they are? Or what if something even stranger is hiding in deep space right now? Subscribe to Cosmic Exposure, because the universe is full of secrets we're only just starting to uncover.